Alright, one of the subscribers asked that I do a video on vacuum lines. I don't know whether his are missing or he just wants to learn about them. I have most of them still on my car. The bigger issue here is if these vacuum lines are leaking, the ECM will sense a lean condition and it'll start throwing fuel at it, which basically means it's going to add fuel to it. You're going to run into drivability problems, piss poor gas mileage. If one of the certain hoses were to blow off, you'd knock the head gaskets out of it. Not a good deal. The vacuum lines have to be absolutely perfect on these cars. There cannot be any air leaks whatsoever, whether it be pre-turbo exhaust leaks or vacuum leaks. The way you can find out if the engine's running lean is with your ScanMaster, and we'll go over this real quick. Now, the perfect number on your ScanMaster for your BLMs is 128. Don't try and kill yourself trying to get there. What bothers me, anything over 128 is lean. Anything below 128 is running a tad rich. We'd rather have it run rich than lean. Man, this thing doesn't like race gas. Okay, so to find out what your engine is doing, just go to BLs with your BLM, that's your fueling. So mine's at 118, it's running a tad rich, which is that's fine. Again, don't try and kill yourself trying to get to 128, which is absolutely perfect. Again, you want one of these engines running a little bit rich rather than lean. If it's over 128, that's when we start worrying about it. If it runs lean and you go wide open throttle, it's quite possible you'll knock the head gaskets out of it. Vacuum lines can be a real issue with that, and we'll go over them real quick. So here we go. Alright, as you can see, I've done away with the EGR valve. You can get an air leak with these rather easily. The gasket that's right in here that goes between the EGR valve, it can start leaking, and it'll cause a vacuum leak in high BLMs as well. There are a couple of vacuum lines that come off of it. One goes right down here where I've got my thumb, and I've got it blocked off because, like I said, I did away with the EGR. I've got a block off plate on it. If any of you guys want to throw a block off plate on, all the turbo Buick vendors, they all sell these. I believe they sell them with a gasket. Use a little bit of silicone on it, make sure it seals up, and it won't you won't have any vacuum leaks from it. Now, the other thing with the EGR valve is it's electronic, and it plugs in right here. Now, if you've got a turbo tweak chip, Eric disables the EGR, and it won't kick a mal code. Now, I'll prove it to you because I run a turbo tweak chip, and you can obviously see that I'm not running an EGR valve. So we'll go back to our trusty ScanMaster, and we'll go over to mal codes. Man, that noise is annoying. Okay, so there's codes, and we've got 0. So like I said, if you run a turbo tweak chip, you want to get rid of the EGR, Eric disables it via his chip, you're good to go. All right. Now, you've got another vacuum line, which comes right off the AFPR. You can see I've got it zip tied the whole 9 yards. Make sure that this little elbow is in perfect condition, the hard line in perfect condition. Now, there's a vacuum line that comes off of here. This goes down to your charcoal canister. Make sure it's in perfect condition. There's another one that comes off the charcoal canister. We've been over this already. It's underneath the car. I've relocated it. But the other line is right here, and that's the vapor line going back to your gas tank. So make sure that vacuum line is in perfect condition as well. Going to the other side of the engine. I got carpal tunnel in my right hand. I can't even hold on to the camera. Anyway, let's try it again. Okay. Now, on a stock vehicle, you're going to have the boost solenoid, and it screw nails right to the rocker cover. Now, it's got a line coming off of it, and the one vacuum line, it goes into this elbow. All right. Now, two other lines, vacuum lines, come off of this. These orifices are of a different size. If you mix these up, your turbo won't boost over 10 pounds. It doesn't matter what you do, it will not boost over 10 pounds. So if you've changed the turbo, or if you've gone and changed the hoses on this, or if you got a buddy that's got a TR, or you bought one and it won't boost over 10 pounds, this orifice and this one are different sizes. You'll have to switch them over, and one goes to, put this down for a second. One goes down to, and you can't see it, these are a real bugger to get to. It goes down to the actuator, and the hose goes on the other side of this actuator, is where it pushes on. Now the other one, it's easy. It goes to the port. But like I said, if you go to boost your motor up after a turbo change and it won't go over 10 pounds, that's what the problem is. These two orifices are of a different size. Just flip them around and you'll be okay. Now, make sure you use the best quality vacuum hose you possibly can get. Get one vacuum hose that's reinforced, heavy duty. Do not use just normal stuff. If one of these hoses blows off, or what happened to me was this one right here, what happened to it was it just collapsed on itself, and the actuator wouldn't open the puck, and it overboosted itself, and we had to change the head gaskets. So for these lines coming off the solenoid, make sure that you're using the best high quality vacuum hose you possibly can get your hands on, and make sure you zip tie them. If one of these comes off, guys, I'm going to be doing a video on how I'm telling you how to change your head gaskets. Let's not do that. I really don't want to do that video. Again, the highest quality vacuum hose you can get with the proper inside diameter, and zip tie the living hell out of it. Now, you'll notice that I'm not using the solenoid anymore. I've got mine hooked up tuner style. Basically what I've got set up here is it runs off the port and then directly down to the actuator. I've done away with the solenoid. I'm not going to mention any names, but a very, very high profile gentleman that knows, well, he knows more about turbos than anyone else will ever learn. He said these solenoids, if you try, they can occasionally, if you try and run over the max boost, stock boost limit of 14 to 16 pounds, there's a chance it could overboost the motor. So what I did, I just did away with it. And like I said, I'm running it tuner style, and I just leave it sit down in here out of the way. You have to leave it plugged in. If you unplug it, it'll kick a code. I don't know if it'll affect the engine or not, but just leave it plugged in. If you're going to go tuner style like I do, just leave it plugged in and it won't kick a code on you. Your PCV valve, it runs off this hose and goes down in here. Make sure this hose is of a high quality. I've got it all zip tied off. And these little guys here, 5 of them, make sure these little guys, again, no cracks in them, no tears, nothing. Again, replace them with the highest quality vacuum hose you can get with the proper inside diameter. You can see what I've got hooked on here. This is the vacuum line coming off, and we've got this, 2 of them coming off. One goes to my boost gauge inside the car. The other one's for the map sensor for the alky kit. And again, you can see we've got these things all zip tied right off. If one of these comes off, out come the head gaskets. Not a good deal. You really don't want to do it. There's plenty of hard lines on these cars. Make sure the hard lines are okay. See, we've had a broken one here. We replaced it with vacuum and then zip tied it. Check all your hard lines. There's another one here. They're all over the place. But again, guys, just check all of your hard lines, all of the vacuum lines, the whole 9 yards, PCV, everything. Same if you've gone with a vacuum brake setup. Make sure you've got the proper hose on it. You got it zip tied off. Make sure it won't come off, and you'll be fine. But anyway, again, giving you all the reasons why you should use really good vacuum hose, and showed you all the BLMs, fueling, and all that. If there's any videos you guys want me to do, please post up and let me know, and I'll do my very best to do a video on it. Have a good day, guys. Take care, and once again, thanks for watching.